Alright, well, I'm back for a little bit more of Jon Shafer's At the Gates. Now, I want to know at this point, basically, where I basically hit the 2-year mark. This is basically the point where you probably know if you're going to basically be able to win the game or not, and I'll say at this point that I can probably win the game at this point because I have a good lay of the land. I have some resources coming in. I have quite a bit of food, basically, left to eat if I need it. And beyond all that, I have, an idea of what I'm going to basically be doing for, the rest of the game. That's the main thing. In this game, the thing that really depicts, what you're going to, where you're going to win or not is if, you have an idea what you're going to be able, to do to win. That's interesting, but apparently the Western Roman Empire touches them, the Eastern one over here. Interestingly enough. Whatever. I don't think I have any notes right now, except for the Surveyor. We don't really care about him for a moment, so let's just finish the turn and just go from there. And of course, phone calls, lots of phone calls. I'll note by the way my main plan right now, just for you guys to know. And I think Attila might be moving, perhaps. Let's see what this guy has to say. I believe it's time for us to walk there in a spiritual journey laid before us. Do you agree? Alright, so I'll note that this is a conversion, basically. This is something that you can, you can basically have, the AI do to you. Basically, you can say, yes, you can be submissive, change your relationship level with him, and essentially, change your relation. You can say, I'm sorry, but I can't accept. That makes you defiant. It actually reduces your influence with the guy, but it also gives you a reputation. And don't make me laugh. That really is gonna kill your reputation. I think at this point I'm gonna say I'm sorry, but I can't accept. And that will hurt me a little bit with this guy, but until he decides that I'm his enemy, I think we'll be fine for now. Apparently, Albion did something over there. Alright, clans are idle. So, I'll note that last time I was basically moving this guy up toward these purebred horses so that we could basically show off what that's all about. I'm going to pack up my my summit here, so we're going to move a little bit closer to the horses so you can actually see me try to make use of them. And let's see, your clans are idle. This guy's up here. I'm trying to decide what I want to do with this guy here, by the way, but I think we're ready with him. Let's just move here. And I can basically see, we got, lots of mountains around here, I guess. We're just going to a camp. This guy here, I'll just have him keep moving around this area, I guess. So, go there, go there, go there. My fishermen are basically going to keep moving toward this school of fish over here, I guess. So, 1, 2, 3. That's done. I bet there's still more Roman Empire over here to explore, but for now I think I'm going to have this guy explore down here a little bit just to see what's, over here. That'll be his plan. I should probably note something, by the way. Because I basically have, only a single digger basically getting some iron for me, and because, I have that, toolsmith, we're basically making lots of tools at this point, so, at this point, it's actually worth, worthwhile for me to possibly consider selling tools if I don't really need them. And I don't really need to have just my tools around for myself to basically use, so I might just start selling these just to, use it for other stuff. The salt, by the way, I'm going to keep that for now because basically it can be useful for, the brine or the cheese maker, because it increases your food production, but, tools right now, I could probably sell some of these, I think, so we can make some money. I only so many tools. I could upgrade a caravan right now, that'd probably be very smart to do. And you know what? I'm actually going to show off something. So, I want to note that by the way, you can like, you know, fortify your caravan, and it takes like 5 weapons. So let's just buy ourselves 5 weapons, I think, for this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I might buy a little bit of iron. I'm not really sure if I want to though. The thing about buying, like, you know, and selling for like the, you know, the caravan, as you can see, I can like, you know, buy, for example, these like, you know, tools basically for like, you know, 7 each. But if I try and like sell these tools, I'm only gonna get like, you know, 5.25. So if I buy these, I'm only gonna make like a little bit of profit, basically turning them into tools and selling them back to them. But I guess for now we'll just buy them. Because, you know, I'll be, you know, need my like tools to do something for now, I guess. And let's see here. I'm actually wanting to buy some timber at this point. I don't usually buy timber because, like, you know, it's a fairly ready, you know, resource to use. But if I get some timber, I can like, you know, use it like, you know, to do stuff like build structures. Is very important. Let's upgrade our caravan. At some point, I have to start buying more cloth, I think, because to upgrade my clans to like the next level, I'm going to need to have like, you know, cloth again. I believe it's 10 cloth next time. But we'll worry about that for you know, later, I guess. Let's study profession, I guess. So we're basically training up to get our spearmen, I guess, at this point. So I basically can like, you know, make my like, you know, more powerful unit basically for conquering people. Let's get ourselves some spearmen going. And let's see here. I guess that's it for now. So let's just finish our turn and just keep going. Apparently someone praised someone else. Lots and lots of, you know, diplomatic stuff happening in the world. And for some reason it took all my movement points to move into this forest here. I guess it's like a hill. The forested hill? Not really sure. Now, I'll note that by the way I basically picked up some like tools. So I want to show what basically this does. When you basically fortify like your summits and stuff like that, it'll actually increase your like influence range, which will make it a lot easier to like, you know, do stuff within your summit range. Basically what I want to do at this point is like, you know, get my guy over here, so we basically like, you know, set up a pasture on these horses. And then once I have these horses, I can like, you know, do stuff with them, like to sell them or other stuff with them. Let's do clans oil. You're just going to camp again. You're just going to wait. I'm thinking of this guy here, he'll just in camp for now. You can move down here. And then back up here. Alright, so you got a small little peninsula over here. Nothing really too fantastic, it's just a bunch of wheat over here. Now, part of the reason I'm basically scouting around the Eastern Roman Empire like this, basically something I know on this game is that you like to be like fairly close to the Romans, so that basically like you manage resources, and I'm going to do it over here, for example, where I'll basically set up like, you know, and not like, you know, my kingdom basically, so to speak, in the future. But you want to basically like pick a land where you can basically make like a good kingdom, and then like you can advance out in the Romans from like from that point, is the plan in this game. And that's basically what I want to basically do in the future. And let's see, you're discovering this, so let's just finish. Ooh, nice, we found some stone down here. Alright, you're gonna go over here, I guess. This guy made over here, we're gonna have him forage some fish for me. Really doing that for a while. You. I guess you go up here a little bit. You'll wait another turn. We're gonna forage some more grapes. You're going to go up here. As I expect, there's basically mountain range up here as well, but... There's some wreckage from the summit that was explored. Let's get this guy over here. Ah, interesting. There's a little land bridge over here. Now, I could try and go through these, like, marshes, basically, with this guy, but it probably makes more sense for me to go around, because this would be, like, 1, 2, 3, 4 turns, which should basically be able to move, and you probably get around faster, like, going outside the marshes than going through them. So that's what I'll probably do with him. Alright, let's just finish a turn. There's lots of rain going on in the world. Alright, someone's giving gifts to someone. I can now train Spearman, awesome. Okay, you're gonna go here. Alright, so basically now that I'm basically like close to like, the water and like, over to your horses, I can build a horse pasture. Building a horse pasture will let me basically make use of the horses here, so I can basically get access to them and I can like, sell them to like, to a caravan or train them as war horses if I want to. I'm not sure I'll borrow like training war horses or anything at this point, but I'll point out that I can do it. And you know what? Let's have this guys move up a little bit over here, I guess. You can go right there, I guess, and unpack. Alright, this guy basically finished mining the iron over here, so we no longer have any iron around here. I'm trying to decide what I want to basically do with this guy. And I'm wondering about setting him up, like, toward these rock deposits over here by the Goths. I might consider doing that, just to, like, check these out. So I might go over here first, because there's probably less chance of bands being around here, so... Let's send him up, I guess, to the north, is the plan with him. Okay, this guy's over here. I'm going to have him just, like, march around over here, I guess. There's bands there, by the way, but I'm going to, like, take a risk and, like, walk near them, I guess. Will be the plan. You're going to go here, you're going to go right there, you're going to go right there. Alright, there's another faction over here of some sort. It's a different one than the other ones, because, lots of different factions in this game. Oh yeah, this guy can march pretty fast. Okay, that's good to know. Let's have this go over like this then. Through the marsh. Alright, well, at this point, it's time to basically get these guys to, like, be productive again. So, we're going to turn this guy into a hunter. And the reason I'm turning this guy into a hunter is because, like, basically it'll be fairly powerful. And he won't be, like, inside by someone, basically, like, pissing off people by, like, putting him in like this. And while we're doing that, I'll know at this point I'm very tempted to basically get, like, minor upgrades, basically, for my guys, because it only costs, like, tools to upgrade your miners, and that'd be very, very beneficial to have. So I think I'm just going to get that out of the way right now. Be a very quick upgrade. Alright, some stuff happened there. Apparently a band attacked my scout up here. It must have been a very weak band because it didn't do much damage to my scout, but, it's unlucky that it attacked me there. My friend, I want you to know how appreciative I am of our bond, and I hope it grows even stronger in the future. So, apparently this guy's changed his opinion on me here to Goffs. He considers me a friend, he considers everyone else basically a friend. He's only enemies with the Huns, apparently. I'll note, by the way, with the Goths, it's usually very easy to get these guys to be your allies, because they're not that very hard to, like, make friends with, I guess. Alright, let's send this guy up here. What's happening up there in Lombard territory, I wonder? Send this guy over here. So that's the Slavs over here, I guess. Yeah. So here's the Slavs. These guys are apparently indifferent to me right now. They currently have enemies with Attila and some unknown leader, and they're friends with the Lombards. I think I'll give these guys a gift of food. Make him, like me a little bit more. Get some easy leverage with them as well. Alright, this guy here. Let's just, scout around here at this mountain range a little bit. And then this guy down here, let's have him go like this, like this. I'm just going to do a quick check over here. By the way, this is the city of Jerusalem. So, we found Israel. Just to throw it out there, we found Israel. Alright. I'm trying to decide what would be the best things to basically get at this point. I'll note that I should probably get Briners, because these guys can basically turn 10 food from 1 food with assault each turn, which is very, very nice to basically get for, food production. So, they'd probably be very, very worth getting, I guess. There's also preservers, by the way, eventually as well, but they'll be a little bit tougher to get. And these guys, just cost tools basically to make, so let's get some Briners. Get some simple food production going. And alright. I gotta watch out for this guy, by the way, because it's getting toward, late August, or I guess we don't have to watch out for him too much, because winter's probably not going to happen anytime soon. And, I just thought of something. It's worth knowing that you can combine armies, and I might combine my hunter with the spearman I'll be making to go after his bandits down here. That's something I could do. What the? Apparently the Emperor Gratian here decided to follow the religion of someone else. And apparently got a stormy winter coming. Alright, here's my new hunter, by the way. We're gonna send this guy down toward this, happy little band over here, I guess. There's a pillaged force of the Lombards, I guess, over here. So, that's interesting. Let's just get that guy over here. Mountains down there. Okay, there's basically nothing here, so... Alright, so this is basically the realm of the Eastern Roman Empire down here. There's not a whole lot basically to work with over in this area, so... I'll basically take my guy to start exploring over here, I guess, on the other side, like the Romans. Alright, you are going to basically be turned to a spearman. That'll take him 1 turn to do, but it'll be awesome to do nonetheless. And we'll see what a spearman's all about. I got 14 turns basically for that, and 15 turns for this. Alright, so here's a spearman. Spearmen are basically like your early game, like, you know, military force, I guess we'll say. You also have like archers, of course, which, like, you know, I train to basically like, get to these guys, but spearmen are basically like your, like, you know, main, like, you know, man-at-arms type of guy until like, you get the man-at-arms and knights. We're gonna use this guy to start clearing out the bandits and stuff down here, I think, so let's get him to start doing that. Alright, you over here. So, apparently we got ourselves a stone quarry and a salt mine over here. Let's send you over here. Let's have you go this way a little bit. Interesting, I see Romans over here. Alright, you are going to make your way all the way up to this area over here, I guess, so we'll start making him run that way. Alright, visit caravan. So I'll note that, by the way, I want to buy eventually at some point some more, you know, cloth basically to upgrade my clans. I need 20 cloth basically though, so I'll be a little bit, you know, off before I can get that sort of thing, but it will be something I want to basically get. I guess we'll want to buy some more iron from the caravan here, which means I can sell my tools for, like, you know, big bucks, so make a little bit of money from that. Let's see here. By the way, note that I have like all these horses here to sell. Basically because I went to this pasture here and, like, you know, I, you know, essentially like I used this pasture like here to, you know, capture all these like purebred horses here. I can like sell all the horses from here and that'll be it for this like ranch, and then I can move these guys elsewhere. So let's just sell these horses for a lot of money. So 26 horses. Note, by the way, he doesn't have money here basically to, you know, do all the transactions I want him to. So this is where we'll actually start buying that cloth, I guess. I can buy all 20 I need right now, so let's do that. We'll sell off the horses again. And at this point, I might want to buy more timber. But I think for now, we're just going to be good with that. I'll go in here to my clans, and we'll basically increase the clan limit to 24 for the future. So basically knocking it up to 24 clans, that'll be a good while before I basically fill that out. And, note, by the way, this, like, you know, this pasture here, I guess. We now have 0 turns of, like, you know, things here. I can abandon this, like, horse pasture and send this guy somewhere else now to basically get more, you know, horses for me basically to make use of. So we're just going to abandon this, and we'll pack this up. That's basically what that resulted in, you know, for the most part. I got the horses, and now I'm just going to, you know, leave them. Alright, so the horse is here. Yeah, it says 0 for some reason there, but, you know, the horses are, I think, gone for the most part, so let's just go like this. You're going to go into the settlement. Really, with this guy here, I'm just going to start moving him down toward this area down here, I guess, so let's just get him to start moving. By the way, I'm entering this guy into the summit so he can move a little bit faster. That's the whole reason for entering into a summit like that. Whoops! I did not mean to move that guy around, but I guess it's gotten cold over here again, so that's a thing. You're gonna get over here. It's become cold, so, you know, we can't forage the berries and stuff. Or the grapes, I guess. That guy over there. Let's get you over here. Alright, interesting. We got bandits near this pillaged Roman fort over here. Okay, I researched Briners. Briners, of course, are awesome for, you know, making more food, so that'll be useful. Let's get a briner upgrade, I guess, for DFuxa. So awesome. You know, I might turn this guy into a briner because Reaping Reach is like, you know, it's doing me a little bit of like, you know, food making and such, but it probably make more sense to like use this guy as a briner because I'll make a lot more food that way because I got the salt for it now. Basically, in the early game, your gatherers, like, you know, the diggers and the reapers and the hunters, they're like your basic stuff for, you know, getting like some basic food. But you want to really use like the more advanced units as you like, you know, keep going on. And we are out of tools, or out of iron for tools for the most part. And cool, a vast stone deposit is over here. Nice. Uh-oh. So there's something very, you know, strong. This is called a Bandit Raider. These are weaker than Lancers, but they're very, very fast and dangerous, so he could take out my unit if I'm not careful. I guess the best thing to do right now would be to try and protect my unit here, so let's just get you here to guard him. Dig in. You're just going to go here. And I'll have this guy just move down here. You're just going to enter a settlement, and let's move this guy over here. Oh, these guys do actually slow down now to like say, ooh, I'm in supply critical. That's nice to know. Okay, let's have this guy in camp. And we'll have this guy keep exploring over here a little bit. This is dangerous, but I'm going to move around the area here. And awesome, this guy's over here now, so let's get over here. I want to basically let's see over here, and then we'll go, you know, exploring over here, I guess, into like the eastern parts of the Eastern Empire. There's Antioch, by the way. So Antioch, I think, was somewhere in Turkey. So we're basically finding Turkey now. Oh. Alright, so this finally happened. By the way, I have that, like, you know, guy wandering around now that I've got to worry about, but whatever. You over here, let's have you just make your way over to here, I guess. And we're going to merge these armies to make a stronger army. I have no idea what I'm going to do. These guys just construct a pathways for now. And let's just have my settlement here. Let's go here for now, I guess. Unpack. Alright, so it's worth knowing that you have to very much watch out for when, like, you know, your clans will quarrel with each other. Basically, if you put, like, clans on the same tile with each other to have a chance to, like, you know, feud with each other, for, like, this guy, for example, who... This guy. Like, this guy basically, like, you know, he's violent, so he has a, you know, he has a problem that basically get upset by people. Because I was in the same tile of, like, you know, other guy, he basically got upset and decided, oh, I'm just going to quarrel with him. And be a dick. At some point, I'm going to have to basically deal with these guys by, like, you know, arresting one of them and, like, you know, punishing him for it. But I think we'll basically hold off on that for now. I'm probably going to punish the hunter over here, by the way, just to throw it out there, but I want to basically send him into, like, the battle first, and then we'll deal with him after that. Alright, this guy's over here. Let's get you to move here. And of course, we're in snow, by the way, with these guys now, so they're moving much, much slower. They haven't just bandits over here, but let's go like that. These guys are pretty weak, I guess, so let's just move right here. Apparently, we got a little bit of ocean here, so that's interesting. And let's see here. You are going to leave, I think, to go over here. And inside the settlement, I think I'll turn this guy into a briner just so I can like get more food production going from this guy. So that'll be his job, just become a briner. Alright, let's go like this with you, like this with you, like this, eventually with you. We'll have to basically deal with this at some point. The Mara suit that broke out with those guys, but for now, I'll basically hold off until like I deal with like the other stuff that's happening over here. I wonder if those bandits are going to pillage that fort. They could do that, by the way. The bandits could pillage, like, you know, empty structures like that if like it's open to them. Nope, he fought me. Alright, so these guys basically got into a battle there with these guys here. I basically managed to like survive the battle, but it was a devastating battle nonetheless. These guys are actually pretty weak at this point, so I'm actually going to split my army at this point. And I'm probably just going to use this guy to wipe him out and, like, you know, get rid of him. So there goes those Lancers. Or Bandit Raiders, I guess those are. These guys, I think I'll use them to wipe out these guys over here. So I basically get rid of these bandits and not have to worry about them. So let's do that. Now, unfortunately, I only drove these guys off, but they're pretty weak at this point, so we're just going to pillage. Basically, in this game, when you're pillaging stuff like this, or like, you know, in camping and stuff, it actually makes your guys a lot weaker, so they have a lot less power, but this guy's going to have, like, no power anyways, because he just, you know, got defeated anyways, so not really going to worry about him. And we're just going to move those guys in there with him for now. We'll send my gatherers here to start foraging. And we'll make another horse pastures here. And these guys, of course, will encamp. Another Roman fort. I have to say, there's quite a few forts in this game. I think this is fairly recent. It didn't used to be. There's like all these forts all over the place like this, so that's actually fairly new, I think. But whatever. I got a new clan apparently. You got a bunch of hunters here who are marksmen. We are Clan Loom, and hail from the land soggy and smelly, but dry ground, well, this is new. So we got ourselves some marshman hunters. These guys are actually pretty awesome to have around because they'll make for a nice little military, you know, unit when I basically get the tools for it. They're also a hunter right now, which makes it, you know, them combat ready. So let's just boost these guys out for now, and we'll send them over here for now to basically deal with the riffraff over here. Really, what I want to do with these guys, like these military units I'm basically building, I want to basically clear out all like the, you know, the stuff that's like down here being an issue to me. So we get rid of all that stuff, and then we don't have to worry about them. Don't know why you want to sleep above, but okay. Alright, someone is idle. This guy's now a briner, by the way, so he's going to be producing lots of food from, you know, with salt that I basically have around, which is very, very nice. That's what this salt's basically used for, by the way. I'm basically getting it so I can get more food supply. Or, you know, yeah, I just want to get more food supply, and that's basically how it's going to work. At this point, though, let's just produce some fame and money, I guess, for the settlement. And study profession. I could actually upgrade him when I get the tools for it. I don't have the iron to basically do it right now, but that's something I could do in the future. Let's get the farmer's upgrade, I guess, for now. And let's just finish a turn. Okay, those guys fought me over there, and they died for it because they had no power anyways. And these guys might be trying to go after the fort over here, but they're trapped in the snow for now. Alright, I think at this point, let's just get these guys to start, you know, encamping all over the place. And I'll send this guy over here basically to start identifying stuff for me. Let's get you down here. You're immobilized, you can't move. You're low on supplies. I'm guessing with him, I really don't need to have him exploring around here anymore, so I can, you know, take him over there to like move him out of the way. He's immobilized, he can't move. By the way, note that down here it's basically like going to be cold, but it's not snowy. So that's just something about this game. The snow will only reach down so far in this game before, like, you know, it's just stopped. You're in camp, I guess. Let's just produce this. I can study profession again, so let's see here. I really should get myself a second type of, like, you know, settlement type of job for, like, you know, this type of stuff over here. I may want to get some steel makers. Steel makers basically, of course, make steel, which of course you need to, you know, use to make, like, you know, weapons and stuff for later on. There's dredgers, smelters. Of course, there's also stuff down here as well that I could be going after at some point. I really haven't been doing a whole lot of, like, the crafting is another thing to note. I should be going for, like, you know, like Coopers and stuff like that, or other stuff down here at some point. Loofers, dyers, hewers. Hewers are pretty important, by the way, just to get boards. You'll need boards, like, later on for stuff. Trying to remember what it is that one of these, like, you know, crafting jobs besides stone carver here, actually, like, will actually, yeah, block cutters. Block cutters will actually let you make stone blocks from stone. That's pretty important. And there's like another one over here as well, I think, that yeah, basically let you make, like, you know, stone blocks from coal, and even more, you know, blocks from blocks and stuff. I think at this point, there's brickmakers as well. I'm going to get myself the brickmakers, and then we're sort of going to work our way up to, like, the master block cutters. So we can get ourselves a whole lot of, like, stonework basically going in the future, I guess. But I may actually want the block cutters for now, because they're actually, you know, easy to make use of right now. Now we'll get the block cutters. Block cutters will basically be able to make, like, stone blocks from stone, and that's an important resource, stone blocks. Let's finish the turn. There's my new horse pasture down here. By the way, note that this has been pillaged, so basically these guys pillaged the this thing over here. He's slowly dying, by the way, this guy, because he's basically in a storm. He's fortifying himself, but whatever. You're immobilized. You're not immobilized, so let's get you to move here. You can move over here and identify what the heck this is. You're just going to encamp, encamp, encamp. So much encamping because like all these guys need their supplies, which they don't have. Encamp. Alright, this guy here, he needs to move over here. You're going to move there, and yeah, basically this is like, you know, is the... Let's get him over there. Ooh, look at that. There's an equate over there. First time seeing one of those. Basically those are like a very fast and like, you know, inexpensive, like, you know, Roman military unit. You're a strong, wise leader and should be regarded as such. Apparently this guy really likes me for some reason, the Goths. If I want to like an ally with these guys right now, to like make him like a friend, I might want to do that in the future, but we'll hold off on making alliances with anyone right now, so we won't worry about that. Okay, let's get some more fame and stuff going produced right now. Getting lots of fame basically produced for, you know, for my stuff, which is very, very good. Let's just finish our turn. This guy's still immobilized, so it's kind of annoying, but whatever. This guy here. I could actually attack this guy, but do I want to? I guess I do, just to wipe them out. So I got rid of those bandits. That'll hurt my guy a little bit, but whatever. You're going to encamp a little bit more. You're going to encamp to basically get your stuff back. Just slowly moving that guy up over to get the resources. There the Goths. And this guy can actually get into favorable land over here, so might as well do that. Now, no bother with like the horse pasture over here. I really just want to like, you know, turn this into, you know, I want to basically sell those horses when I get the chance. That'll be what I'm going to be doing with them. Alright, this guy's finally out of a storm. You know what, these guys here, let's just keep pushing on for now. I was going to send back to the settlement to basically, like, you know, what is it? You know, discipline them for their actions, but, you know, I don't really have to, I don't think. By the way, you can also pillage Roman forts over here. Can't pillage a Roman fort, though, so won't worry about that. There's lots of storms over here, apparently, so you're going to move over here. And you're just going to encamp. Encamp. Okay, this guy can move over here. Kill all his movement points doing that, but whatever. Let's get this guy on the road. And it looks like we're going to get toward the, you know, the exits of the Roman territory over here, I guess, for the Eastern Roman Empire. Get that going, study profession. I feel like I can spend a lot of tools to get lots of block cutters. That'll be interesting. That's not worth it, by the way, getting like, you know, 40 tools for a single block. I don't think so. Won't be getting that, but something I can like, you know, look into for you guys to see about. Might want to get the Hewers researched at this point, but I really should start going after this stuff here, I guess, so let's see here. Who are my coal makers? Coal makers, they're right here. Okay, so coal's pretty important for, like, you know, helping to make stuff at some point. You know what, let's just go for Steelmakers. We'll get that out of the way, I guess. Really wish winter would end, so I basically can, make better use of my guys here, but whatever. And Alaric declared war on the Emperor Gratian there, apparently. Wow, people really don't like Emperor Gratian for some reason. But whatever, that's how it happens. Okay, these guys here, you need to keep moving, so... Really, these guys here, I'm gonna make them, make a sort of like a curve around the coast here to see, if I'm missing any bandits around here. Really, what I'm doing with my guys right now is I'm clearing out bandits, right? So I want to make sure I get all the bandits that are around. So we're gonna camp these guys and camp these guys, and apparently found some sheep over here. Let's get out of the way and camp again because storms. Oh, look at that. I found a deserted fortress. Nice. Maybe we'll find something nice in there. Who knows? You're going to encamp, apparently. And you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, someone is idle. Gonna get that new clansman soon. You'll spend a lot of time basically if you're someone just you're sitting around doing nothing, but it's just part of a game really. Oh, nice. I don't have to go into my territory now really as much anymore, so you can go right there. Look around for stuff for us. So that happened apparently, but whatever. You're going to basically look down here. You're going to make your way down to here. You're going to identify this. And okay, slowly making his way up there finally, but not just yet. I'm really tempted to just jump right into that, but I want to basically prepare my scouts, so we'll basically make him encamp for now, this guy. And you're just going to encamp as well. And this guy over here, let's just make him go over here. And that might hurt his, supplies doing that, but we're just going to put him right there on the delta of that river. Alright, so this logging camp is apparently degrading. I should probably upgrade this guy at some point to, get more timber, but let's just abandon this, I guess, to, move down toward the next area that'll basically be, getting, lumber from, so we'll abandon it. And I'll worry next turn to decide where I'm basically going to have my guys sit around, but, whatever. We're just going to finish our turn. This guy here will have you basically move, down this direction here. You are basically going to go there. Okay, we're doing a pretty good job scouting out the area. Okay, my logger is basically done here, so with this guy here, I probably want to move there next to basically make a logging camp, I think, so we'll do that. Hey, look at that, we found our explorer around. This guy, he is an adventurous guy, so he likes to move around, he has good vision. This is actually really dangerous. I got myself an adventurous character. Adventurous characters are very, very dangerous because they don't like being inside, like, your summon too much. How can I put this? The thing about adventurous possessions is that they can't be encamped. And not being encamped is really, really dangerous because they usually run out of resources very, very quick if you're not careful. So this guy's probably likely going to die in the future if you're not careful, and there's not much I can really do about it, but oh well. Though I could actually make him into, like, a profession that, is likely not going to get him killed, as well as another thing I could do. He's got a long way to go if I want to send him back, I guess, but we'll try preserving this guy, I guess, and that'll be the plan. He does move pretty fast is a nice thing about this guy, but, the thing about being not able to encamp is a really, really detriment to, like, characters, because they literally can't, like, take care of themselves if, like, it gets cold, because they always want to be adventurous. Unless you have them in your territory, which is, something to do with, but let's see here. Let's just have you move up in this direction. For now. You can go right there. We just found someone else again. Actually, you know what? We're going to pack up my summons so I can, like, make use of it to do our stuff. You can identify this for me. Alright, we have met the Franks. The Franks are a very interesting faction because they are essentially Aryan Christian, and, they generally, like, are very hostile to people who aren't, like, the same, like, religion as them, so this guy's basically hostile to, like, everyone basically around him. I really have no reason to, try and be friends with this guy because he's so far away from me, so worst case, it's nice to meet him, it's like, leave it at that. Probably move this guy through his territory really quick to, scout out, but we won't be sticking around in this area too long for much, much worth. Let's get this guy over here a little bit. You're just going to jump right there. I might want to get this guy into my summon sooner than later, so let's move my summon up there to pick him up, I guess. Will you the plan? You're going to move down here. You are going to move right there. Alright, we're discovering a nice little bit of land around here. Let's have this guy go over here. Yeah, here's, like, my adventurous guy. I have to, like, move him into, like, a spot where, like, he won't get killed. I'm assuming this is all mountain over here, by the way, but I'll just make a, quick look at it. And oh yeah, we got the caravan again. So, with the caravan, I really need to buy myself some more iron, I guess, to do some stuff. So, buy some iron. So I can get more tools and stuff. I got war horses apparently for something, so we can sell those. War horses, you can see, are a lot worth, worth more than, like, regular horses, but we're just going to sell those for now, not worry about them. Same with the grapes. I'm not really caring about the grapes too much, so get rid of the grapes. At some point, I'm going to buy myself some... Well, I'm not sure if I'm going to buy tools or if it's going to, like, make them or something, but... I'll make myself another spearman perhaps in the future. So we'll buy just, like, just a few tools for that purpose. I'll upgrade the caravan, because, upgrading a caravan will also be, obviously make it a lot easier to, like, get more stuff from this guy. We'll buy the wood. Alright, well, there we go. Let's just finish our turn. And apparently over here is just, nothing noticed really. This guy here, I'm actually tempted to send him up here just to scout out the north of the world, because we're basically at the point where we're probably like gonna map it all out real quickly, so we'll find that, I guess. And you can skip your turn there. And you're gonna make yourself a logging camp right there. Let's just get this guy closer and closer to that. You get over here. I really want to wipe out basically everything for the most part over here, so let's get this guy over here. You're going to move over here. Apparently I found some grapes over here, so that's cool. My scout here can move up. And there's yet another city for the Eastern Roman Empire. There's Syrium. Alright, this looks like it's extended like the Eastern Roman Empire over here, by the way. They got, a fairly good radius, but they're not too big, as you can see. Ooh, I got farmers. Very reserved farmers. Alright, well, I can show off what basically farmers are all about, I guess, so... Let's see here. I suppose it's not really too important where I send the farmers, so we're just going to go into my my encampment here. You're going to leave. I'm probably just going to send the farmers, I guess, down over here to, like, one of these spots, I guess. And this is actually done over here, I guess, so... Yeah, I don't have any horses at this point. We can just abandon the horse pasture there. We'll send those guys down, basically do some stuff. Let's finish our turn. This is like, degraded, so let's just abandon it. Now, don't bother with it. You can, I'm basically abandoning, like, all these, like, mines and stuff whenever they, like, get to, like, degradation, because whenever, like, your stuff degrades, it basically starts producing less for what it's basically, worth capable of producing. Like, basically, for a long time, if you saw, like, degrades the forces around him and it's, like, less for it to cut down, it's basically the same as salt miners, like, pickings basically left, like, slim pickings. And you can just go... Whoops! I did not mean to do that. Oh well, you'll have to move back here, I guess. You go here. You go right there. You're just gonna wait right there. Let's see how this guy's doing over here, I guess. Interesting, body of water. And interesting, got Romans over here. I wonder if they're at war with the Franks. There's a... Is that a Roman digger? Alright, it looks like the Franks are actually being pillaged by the Romans of all people, so... There's like our first, like, you know, Romans being, you know, slamming into, like, one of, like, the barbarians, I guess. Let's get you over here, I guess. This guy over here, let's have him just move up. Ooh, look at that. There's a desert farm right there. Say, safe profession. I don't want to get smelters. Actually, you know what? It's worth knowing. I probably want to get something like engineering at some point, just so I can increase my production and stuff. But what do I want to get right now? Really, at this point, it's like sort of picking up professions without any, like, you know, rhyme or reason. I just like picking them up because I know eventually I'll need them to, like, you know, make use of. Like tillers, for example, I'll probably make use of at some point because they basically increase the production of all farms. So let's get that, I guess. Let's finish your turn. And this guy here, we're just going to make him wrap around this band here, I guess, to get the farm. Well, stuff has been pillaged over here, apparently. Quite a bit. Let's get you over here, I guess. You're going to move over here. Let's identify what this is, I guess, and you can just move over. Right to there for that guy, I guess. You're just basically going to skip your turn. Is there a reason you're not letting me skip you? Whatever. You move over here. There, finally he skipped his turn. Sometimes the game does that. It's sort of unresponsive with buttons. I don't know why, but it is. Alright, this guy can't move very far, so... Loggers, go there. Settlement, go here. You enter a settlement. And... start moving this guy back, I guess. Alright, what am I going to do with this guy? I don't know. I don't want to basically change into a self-profession of some sort, but... what is the thing? I'll probably note, by the way, I don't actually have to change him into a self-profession. I could change him into, like, you know... well, I do want to change him to a self-profession, but it could just be a basic one, just to make him happy. And I see bandits over here, apparently. And there's a lot of fish in the north, apparently. Go here, I guess. Let's see here. You can go right there. Alright. Let's finish the turn. Looks like there's a Roman fort over there. Flying camp. Okay, these guys need to move down here to, like, you know, help these guys basically get their stuff on the road. Skip. Alright, you guys, you can go right there. I'll also have this guy pillage this, I guess. I think of these guys here, we're just going to have them sort of just, like, keep an eye on what's going on around here, I guess. You over here. Now, to get to this farm, I actually have to approach it from, like, this direction over here, not this one over here, so we're just going to move this guy over here for now, to sort of get across the river. And this guy here, you're going to go 1. Alright, so there's basically the lumber's area over here mapped out. Now, I'm probably going to move this guy back to myself because, like, you know, eventually winter will come, and of course, that'll be an issue, but he did some good job exploring for me there, at least. That's the nice thing about the adventurous guys. They are good explorers. If, like, you know, you can, like, keep them in, like, you know, areas that are, like, you know, not going to hurt their, like, you know, overall supply. Just a matter of finding those areas. Alright, you know what? I'm actually thinking that this is actually a good stopping point for this session of the game. We basically mapped out, like, a good portion of, like, you know, the north here. I've mapped out some of the west over here. I mapped out the Romans. At this point, it's a sort of military conquest to kill out these bands over here, and then after that, I have to decide where I'm going to basically place a kingdom. But this is a good stopping point, I think. So let's do that right now. This would be Let's Play Free. And I'll see you guys in the next one, where we basically, you know, continue on and see how far I can get in this game for the most part. Take care.